Alright, what's up, guys? It's GSR here. So, I got some more online matches for you guys. Like I said, I'm kind of raw dogging it just a little bit because I'm trying to get used to going against the characters just in general. That's typically how I play. I don't know why I do it like that, but that's just how I am. Normally, I'm labbing against them, but I really wanted to see how this game was. So the move that this guy used right here, because this is my first quitality here. I don't know why he quit, but because I'm still figuring shit out here. But I started to learn with Jhonny when I was going against the smoke player because he started doing some crazy shit with that character, bro. And I was just like, okay, this smoke player has a lot of mobility, and I got to figure out what's an overhead, what's a low, and then I figured it out. You know what I'm saying? I figured him out just a little bit, right? In terms of how unsafe he is. But I'm gonna go into the lab and learn a lot of these characters, and who they pair up good against, and with, because the smoke player was very interesting. He was teleporting like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys are gonna notice at the end of this match, I started to get used to Jhonny and I start amping it up a bit because I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. But I still dropped my combo with Jhonny because, like I said, the main focus for Jhonny is not just him pressuring the opponent and stuff like that, but he needs to be able to get that star gauge up because even if you take away his meter and he has a star gauge, and since he's using Kano as or I guess he's paired up with Kano, not using Kano. The sky is technically the limit. If I can get it set up, it's on and popping because now you have to deal with meterless damage. He can do it mid screen, especially in the corner. The options are significantly higher for him. But like I said, I'm still raw dogging it a bit. I just really wanted to get another online match going while I still had a little bit of time before I go to work here, and I was trying to figure this smoke player out, but then I figured him out a bit at the end because he won two, I won two, and then I realized I can interrupt something that he's doing, which you guys are going to see very shortly here. I think because he won this one, and then you're going to notice I start catching on to what he's doing. Plus he was turtling up a lot, he didn't want to attack, and I was like, okay, bet, and then he wasn't really landing any combos. He was just kind of just YOLOing it, he was just kind of pressing buttons, and this is crazy because this is ranked. But I tried to do a taunt right there with the nut punch, but it didn't come out. But yeah, see, I started ducking because he kept trying to attack me, but Jhonny has a really big gap in his 2-1-2, and he doesn't know about it because I did live a little bit with Jhonny. You can the flawless block mechanic. I don't know how useful it is completely. I know it takes away chip damage where you don't even take any more chip when you flawless block, which is a really great thing, right? But it's it doesn't make certain moves unsafe like that, if that makes any sense. Jhonny Cage's his 114, which is a high mid mid, I believe it is. It's like his 124 back in Mortal Kombat 11, but the difference is it looks different, right? And the frame data is different, right? And I think the last hit is a high, yeah. And you can flawless block it, right? But it makes a -3 on block, right? So obviously in your mind, you're probably not going to take that because you're probably going to be like, nah, bro, I need to punish you for doing that, right? And it's a high, so you can neutral duck underneath it. Certain other characters might be able to do other things about it. I know for a fact his 2-1-2 though, you can up block it because there's such a big gap there, and you can actually punish him, but they don't show the frame data of how unsafe he is when you up block him. So it's really strange, I think. You know what I mean? The training mode itself, when it comes to the reversal recordings and stuff, I don't think it's that good because it's the computer, or the way that I record it, I expect the computer to be able to mimic that or do it or whatever, and the computer messes it up every single time. So I kind of have to do it myself and figure it out myself. Which I mean, that's fine in a sense, but like I'm hoping that they buff up the training mode a bit because that'll be pretty nice. Because the recording is kind of garbage a bit compared to MK11. That's just my opinion, but yeah, man, I'm just just fucking around with Jhonny and still getting used to him. Even though I am used to him to a certain degree, like his combo string. See right there, I interrupted it because I was like, okay, wait a minute. Like there's something up going. There's something seriously wrong here. Like there's no way like this smoke player can just do this for free, right? And then I caught on to it, and I was like, okay, bet. And then this move here, I got a throw punish. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, if I got a throw punish, right, then that would actually mean that he has to be at least, because I don't think that was a reversal. He has to be decently minus on block. It's just that I didn't respond quick enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of these. Like I said, he gave up at the end of it because then at the end, like I said, when we were tied for 2 for 2, I ended up amping it up a bit and I started getting used to how Jhonny is, and I was like, okay, bet. So like I said, I'm definitely going to be training, right? Like that's definitely gonna happen because I don't like dropping my combos. That's not good. And then on top of that, like I'm gonna have a game plan with Jhonny, obviously. See right there, I could have ended the fight, but for some weird fucking reason, like I literally didn't even finish it. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys are doing well up there. Best believe my Jhonny will be playing a lot different than this. This is definitely not the end of Jhonny. But the Kano pair up with Jhonny, though, I'm not gonna lie, is actually pretty solid for Jhonny. I'm hoping there's another cameo fighter other than Kano, but Kano is fine as well because he has 2 special moves that you can use with him, such as his blade and his classic Kano ball, where you can freely move, and that's extremely beneficial for Jhonny Cage. Because if Kano made it to where Jhonny has to be put into a stance mode, that wouldn't be beneficial at all. That would be terrible for Jhonny, and then it'll probably be difficult for Jhonny to set it up where he can do his taunts and stuff like that. But yeah, man, if you notice, like he was all over me, dude. Like he was like teleporting all over the place, and I was like, is that a low? Is that a high? Like it was hard to pinpoint what was going on. And then that move, I know for a fact is unsafe, but I just wasn't responding quick enough, or I didn't have the appropriate response for it. But let's believe, man, things are gonna be changing once that lab is being experimented with. Because for me to figure out stuff with this dude already, like smoke already, bro, like just imagine when I actually start labbing against this character, bro. So I can't wait. I just wanted to get some more online matches for you guys. You know what I mean? Just to prove to you guys, yeah, I am going to be playing online. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling on here. I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of the matches. You know what I'm saying? Because Jhonny, with his 2-1-4-4, he's -6 on block, and it is an overhead, right? So the opponent can obviously stand up and block it. There is a gap in there, and every character's punish is different. And this is another thing I don't like, is how I successfully hit him and I knew there was a gap in that, even though I didn't know what the appropriate response would be for that, and the move still came out. So the only way that I can think of to get rid of it for right now until I go into the training mode is to hit Serena, and the other 2 won't come out. You know what I mean? But yeah, this guy was all over me with this fucking teleport. Also, this is the part I was talking about. I started figuring this character out. And as you can clearly see, I went for a parry on his ass. I don't think he was too happy about that, because I think personally he thought this shit was over, and it wasn't. When I started catching on to what he was doing, I was like, okay, bet, right? But then, I start catching on to how Smoke is a little bit, and that's why I went for the fatal blow, right? It wasn't like a panic attack. That was a calculated attack, or I guess counter. So yeah, Jhonny Cage's fatal blow is actually really good, I think. He can parry, he can physically hit you with it. It becomes unblockable when you charge it. He can actually cancel into his dodging shadows move or whatever. And it seems like with his dodging shadows move, it seems like because you can use it during pressure. Like if you want to switch sides, if you time it correctly with Kano, you can switch sides with the opponent. As far as going through gaps with it, I don't know. See how like I interrupted him again, but I'm exposing too much. I'm gonna let you guys finish watching this, and you're gonna notice at the end of this video, right, the last final match or the final set or whatever, you're gonna notice like I caught on to what he was doing, and then on top of that, like I was on his ass, like, and then he actually gave up. He actually gave up, which was actually kind of weird. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Peace out.
Round one, fight! Round two, fight.
Bring it.
Jhonny Cage wins. Round one, fight! Round two, fight. Finish him.
Talk about talent. Meet Hollywood's newest star.
Fatality. Jhonny Cage wins.